And with that, we'll be right back in just a moment. And in the past few years, we've seen more of an emphasis on depth from teams around the league, Steve.
Yeah, the reason why is, Kevin, the speed of the game is the reason. Health has been a big reason. And obviously, the deeper you are, the better you are and have a better chance of winning the championship.
Now, look at Memphis's starting group. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Morant drives in. It's Brooks on the wing. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Morris outside. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Morris has got a couple. Couple of threes now in the first for the Clippers. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. 6-point game. Stolen by George. Morris with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. George passes to Leonard. And then Leonard with the dunk.
That was with force by Kawhi, dunking it over the defense and looking unstoppable. For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless, but they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
Now, here is Morris. 6 points for him. They get the rebound. And George kicks to Leonard. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
And the West, we know, is very difficult. But, Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They've become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
The Grizzlies have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Morant passes to Brooks. Morant against Zubac. Morant kicks to Brooks. Outside, Bain. Will it go? And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
And that's an important basket there. The game was in danger of getting away from him here early if they let that run go on much longer.
George. No good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Morris inside. Jackson on. Morris with the bucket. 10 points for Marcus Morris.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
And another turnover here by Memphis.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
Clippers leading by 13, and with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Taylor Jenkins and I shared a few minutes together. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Leonard attacking, and the rejection by Jackson. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. It's going to be Morris shooting. It's going to be on Desmond Bain.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistleblower.
Every team is looking for that star to lead them to great things. Morant already looks the part.
Smitty with Memphis. What do they need right now to make a championship run this season?
Kevin, I think the pieces are all in place. It's a matter of luck on the injury front and staying focused when the pressure's on in the biggest postseason games.
And here's Morris for three. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
And Adams with the slam.
Shows incredible vision for a younger player. Ja Morant's a skilled distributor.
And here is Los Angeles now. Grizzlies making the shot. George passes to Morris. Back to George. Here's the three. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Here's Morant. Pass to Bain. Adams outside. Jackson down low. Zubac's defending. Rock up two there.
Right there on that play, Jackson showed the nice touch and his ability to finish around the rim.
Bain against George. Zubac kicks to Morris. The kick out to Wall. Shot clock at 6. Back to Morris. Jacks up a three. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
No question it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
If you love analytics, this is what this is all about. They favor the three ball. You can pile up points in a hurry.
And so it's Los Angeles. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've had such... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Clippers.
The way they've been going after steals in this game, it has been super impressive. They are wreaking havoc right now.
And so far, just a great job forcing turnovers and creating opportunities in the open floor. The defense at the heart of that.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in a corner. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
To the inside, here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bain read the defense perfectly.
The kick out to Wall. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Morris, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Wall with the steal. George with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Out to Morris. Back to Zubac. Morant comes with the double team. And George gets it to go.
A reliable jump shooter. Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
And a wide open look for Bain. A three-pointer off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Smitty, you know, when you watch an NBA game today, it seems like there is endless switching. Positionless players. Why is that?
Kevin, it's a game of matchups. Teams are looking to exploit those mismatches. Let's say you can get your point guard on a center. Usually, you win that possession.
Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
And the rejection by Zubac. Stolen by George. Down low. And Wall gets it to go in on the assist from Leonard. And the Clippers lead by 18.
Great vision on that pass. Kawhi moving it to the open teammate.
Payton for three. That's in. He's got two made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
To the middle. Here's Morant. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And the work ethic of Morant, fantastic at keeping his focus on the task at hand.
Clippers leading by 13. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David. That's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team.
There's 1:47 left in the first half. Here's Morant. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Morant's got 6 here in this quarter.
With the ball on the string, John Morant is toying with the defense. Beautiful.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's his first foul. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And Adams has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by 11. Morant kicks to Bain. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
The shooting of Desmond Bain, it's special. Knocking down threes as good as anyone in the game.
For Memphis, they have gone 1 of 3 at the line here. But great with this Memphis Grizzlies team. You like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
16 feet away, and there's Morris. That's good on the assist by George. 17 points for Marcus Morris. Bain kicks to Brooks. Passes it to Morant. It's stolen by Wall. Oh, and here we go. Wall's got it. The fast break chance. Leonard against Brooks. Wall wide open. Off target with his 3. The Grizzlies trail by 11. To the paint. Here's Bain. Good work defensively by Morris.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
A 3 from Leonard. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Morant passes to Brooks. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Just a real solid all-around player. Brooks that time drawing the foul.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Wall. Outside, George. And it's George finishing it off.
And just taking pride in being their leader. These passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
Thank you, David. And well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We're seeing a tremendous game so far from Marcus Morris.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. They've got Jones, and it's Conchar in its shooting guard. Powell for 3. Batum, no dice on the putback jam. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Brooks with it, and Batum picks him up defensively. Brooks with it. Outside, Jones, 4 on the clock. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Dillon Brooks seems like a very spirited player, that he plays with a lot of emotion.
I've heard coaches say he's the team's biggest cheerleader, whether that's game time or practice. Kevin, he loves to motivate his squad to be at their best.
And the wide open shot from Green. Buries it from 3-point range. Green's got it back down to single digits for Memphis.
Fantastic awareness. Danny keeps one eye on the shot clock, just beats it.
Jackson dishes to Covington. Back to Jackson. And there's the pass to Pop. And the dunk by Powell.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Here's Jones. Batum grabs the miss. Clippers leading by 10. Powell with it. Guarded now by Clark. Man passes to Pop. And the 3 off target. Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Inside, and it's Clark with the jam.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Now here's Powell. Guarded closely. To the paint. Here's Covington. And the layup is good.
Yeah, but he has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the court.
Jones up top. Guarded by Jackson. Jones kicks to Williams. The 3. The shot misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Covington. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. And it's a 12-point Los Angeles lead. Jackson against Jones. Pass to Conchar. Back to Jones. Batum with the steal. Down low. Here's Covington. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Covington's got 6 here in this quarter.
Inside, Robert doesn't hold back. He does whatever it takes to get his shot off.
Conchar can't get it to go. And so Powell will bring it up for Los Angeles. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. On the wing, Jackson, just 4 to shoot. And Jones pulls it down. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Green passes to Williams. Here's Clark, and then Clark slams it in.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Powell with it. Williams picks him up. Here's Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
Here's Batum. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Showing the versatility. Nicholas Batum attacking in the lane and challenging that defense.
Here's Conchar. Guarded by Powell. It's deflected. Outside for Batum. .24 seconds left in the third quarter.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue
to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. To the middle, here's Covington, and he can't jam it through.
And, you know, you can see in his eyes, he knows that is not a dunk he should have missed.
And so it's Los Angeles holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the... And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Clippers leading by 18. The guard and off guard filled by Jackson and Powell. Batuma's out there with Robert Covington, and it's man in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, Covington in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Using that athleticism to convert the alley-oop. Covington is simply a difference maker out there.
Jackson has the open look. Good, and the nice assist from Morant.
Aside from the rim runners in this league, most bigs are now asked to help stretch the floor.
Jackson passes to Man. Kicks it to Batum, and he lays it straight in. And the Clippers lead by 19.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there. As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Terrence Mann. That is his first foul of the game. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Now Morant. There's the drive. And then Morant slams it in.
Man, oh man, one of the more advanced ball handlers we've ever seen at his age. Ja Morant has people on skates.
George passes to Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
To see the action, getting others involved, he does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Outside Leonard. Outside George. To the inside. Out to Morris for the 3. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Morant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
I'll tell you what, Ja Morant just keeps coming at the defense.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Now, here is George. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. 17-point game. Bain against George. Bain kicks to Morant. The Grizzlies keeping it alive with a new 14. Here's Bain. Misses from short range. Clippers leading by 17. Here's Morris. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Morant. Here he goes. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
Wow. Now that's having a highlight reel in your mind. But in reality, it didn't work.
Los Angeles with another miss. The Grizzlies trail by 17. And the rejection by Zubats.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Los Angeles.
The starting five must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Marcus Morris.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Wall up top. He kicks to Morris. It's George on the wing. Los Angeles with another miss.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And the drought, Adams. Banked in off the glass.
Big man plays by Steven Adams, using all of his height to dominate the offensive glass and end the play.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Leonard. Pass to Wall. 5 on the clock. Tries the spin move. George, that's a two-pointer. So the Clippers winning this one easily. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner.
Well, when we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Townsend and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's McDaniels in at the 3.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
Russell from outside. The Clippers grab the miss. Now here's George. Zubac passes to Morris. Right side wall. Back to Morris. Just 5 to shoot. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. About a minute into this first quarter. Russell against Wall. The ball's knocked loose. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
George with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. George passes to Morris. Edwards against George. The shot misses. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. Zubac. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. And here's Minnesota now. Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Here's McDaniels. And that misses. That would have put him up. George with it. Russell covering. Morris down low. Towns on him. The kick out to Morris. This one for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Morris has got 5 points.
You can trust Wall to find those openings. He's a talented distributor who wouldn't miss that chance.
Russell to pass to McDaniels. Back to Russell. Edwards with it. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Pass to Wall. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's on Anthony Edwards.
And after a series of major injuries, Wall still remains one of the more athletic players in this league.
At the line for 2.
Second free throw, no good.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
Here's Gobert. Towns finds Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Here's George, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Amen. The Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. And for so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of the second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, that's moving them well into the right direction.
Wall, the pass to Morris. It's George on the wing. The 3. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Edwards against Wall. Now here's Russell. Tight defense on him. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line. A chance at a 3-point play.
Well, he's a gifted passer. This is one of his natural abilities, and the instincts just showing off from Russell there.
And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Now here's Edwards. 5 points in the game. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Back to Russell. 5 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here from the arc. It's rebounded by George. Leonard outside. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 2. And back. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Wall in a point. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. Russell against Wall. The kick out to Edwards. It's stolen by Leonard. Pass to Morris. Leonard outside. McDaniels against George. Ball for 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got rebound number 7 tonight. Edwards against Leonard. It's stolen by Leonard. On the break. Morris for 3. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall. Morris has got 8.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Who poked away. It's stolen by Wall. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. The kick out to Morris. Back to Leonard. Puts up a 3. Minnesota with a rebound. It's tipped. Tries to save it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Gobert with a screen on Wall. Russell, the pass to Gobert. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gobert's got his second basket. Well, you know it takes courage to draw charges. Guys get trucked all the time, and they still call a blocking foul. You think more of those should be no calls, Grant?
You know, B.A., courage is the right word. If you're willing to step in there and sacrifice your body for the sake of the team, you know what? If you don't give them the charge, I'd prefer the no call. I like that idea.
Russell finds McDaniels. No good. And Los Angeles the other way now. Wall on the attack. Up and over Russell. And there's Wall. That one's good. On the assist by Leonard.
Think about the growth of Kawhi Leonard's game, where in the first few seasons had very few assists as a playmaker, and now it's a key part of his game.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Here's Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
Paul George doesn't just score, he can pass it as well. He's a great all-around player. And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of the game.
Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Left side, McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Clock at 6. It's Edwards on the wing. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Clippers. And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brett.
NBA, with all of that experience, is able to switch on so many different guys. And he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
Now Russell looking for his first basket, still in this one. Down low. Here's Towns. to end the run. Can't get it to drop, and the Clippers will go the other way with it. Here's Leonard, and the dunk by Leonard.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here. Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Edwards against George. Pass to Zubats. There's the three. Towns with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Russell. Back to Gobert. Stolen by Wall. In transition, here come the Clippers. Here's Morris. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one.
And they've made themselves easy pickings. Sloppy ball control creates an easily converted turnover.
Edwards with it. Oh, good work defensively by Morris. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Timberwolves. That'll count. And no good. And so that brings the first half to a close. The Clippers on top, up 10. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after. We've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Marcus Morris making an impact in this one.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. They've got Taurean Prince, Austin Rivers out there with Jordan McLaughlin. Then there's Naz Reid, and it's Anderson in at the 4. Just 4 to shoot. Pass to Prince. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Well, he knows how to score, and he does just that on that play.
Picked by Covington. Powell passes to Covington. Here's Mann. Takes a 3. Anderson pulls it down.
Man, that's his shot. But maybe he was too wide open.
On the wing, Rivers. Powell covers. Back to Anderson. Blocked!
Great anticipation. He's racked up a few of those blocks in his career, but too mad.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. The offensive rebound. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
The Clippers in the lead. Jackson outside. Pass to Batum. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Here's Rivers. Let's go with a 3. Counted from distance. Rivers has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now here's Jackson. Covington passes to Powell. Back to Covington. Jackson outside. Pass to Mann. Just 5 on the clock. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Oh, it's embarrassing to miss a dunk, but even more so when you're all by yourself.
And here's Reid. Here's Rivers. Here's McLaughlin. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pass to Prince. This for the tie. Offensive rebound. A slam dunk by Reid.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
Batum with it. Reed defending. And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2.
Batum just brings a lot of experience and helps this team remain confident that he's going to make the right play and make the subtle contributions to put you in a place to win.
And the second free throw is good. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Here's McLaughlin to the inside. Anderson. The shot is good, and this game is back to even.
Anderson's inside game reminiscent of an old teammate of his, Boris Diaw, patient in the post around the rim.
Picked by Covington. Powell passes to Covington. He shoots it, and there's a 3-second violation.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
We got to see that one again. That block was all-out effort.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
Well, I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
Over at any team loves to have a guy like Covington. He's setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, BA, you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
Powell with it, guarded now by Anderson. Powell's shot is off.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Here's Prince, and the powerful one-handed slam.
That's just too easy for Taurean Prince.
Powell outside. Pass to Covington. Stolen by Anderson. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jackson. Here's McLaughlin. There's the drive. It's picked off. Powell in the post. Lets a floater go. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Rivers. Here's Reed. It doesn't go for him. Batum with the defensive effort. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And rejected.
Good intensity on defense. Kyle Anderson using the length that time and timing it well to get the rejection.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Batum gets the bucket. And here are the Timberwolves. They're on a 15-3 run. Here's McLaughlin. On the wing, Rivers. The Timberwolves again can't hit. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. The T-Wolves on top, up by 2. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Jackson and Powell make up the backcourt. Robert Covington is out there with Nicholas Batum, and it's man in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. He told them he likes what he's seeing inside, saying, quote, stay on the attack. Getting to the rim is working for us right now. Attack until they stop us. Guys?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Here's Leonard. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
When you think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career, that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover, Brent.
At BA, you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100% a priority for him and the team.
Out left to the wing. The kick out to Morris. George against Edwards. George passes to Morris. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. And the Clippers lead by 3. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, and pressing.
And all game long, they've been finding blocks. Their focus on strong rim protection has helped stifle the opposing team's offense.
George outside. Leonard on the wing. Morris on the wing. Back to Leonard. Stolen by Russell. Towns with the ball. And it's Leonard picking him up. Pass to McDaniels. George against Edwards. Driving it.
Oh, man, just
getting
it down.
Nice.
That's spectacular.
Boy, it's been a grinder, a back and forth all night.
Oh, 7 times the lead has changed. Neither team giving an inch.
Leonard on the wing. And the dunk by Leonard.
And Kawhi getting up that time, just owning all the airspace around the rim.
Outside Russell. Pass to Gobert. McDaniels from long range. And George with some nice D. The Clippers in the lead. To the middle. Here's Zubats. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Paul George outworking the defense that time, beating his man and a couple others to the board.
Russell against Wall. And it goes. As the official calls the foul. Count it. And he'll shoot one more at the line. And that one falls for Gobert.
In a close contest, you have to put the ball in the hands of someone who will find a way to put up points.
Wall against Russell. Back to George. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Here's Russell. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Towns passes to Russell. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Zubats. The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Leonard finds Zubats. Back to Leonard. The kick out to Wall. Pass to George. Clock at 4. It's stolen. And the foul called on John Wall. That's his first foul. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Here's Russell. The kick out to Edwards. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
Morris passes to Wall. Now George. Leonard up top. 6 on the shot clock. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That'll be a second foul of the game.
He didn't have his feet planted.
We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter here.
Oh, you could see it from the moment he caught the ball. Leonard looking to rise to
occasion, making the big shot to help the team out. Russell to pass to Gobert. The shot off that time. So the Clippers will take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Out to Leonard. There's 38 seconds left in the final quarter.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
I've seen that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Russell to pass to Edwards. Lets it go from deep. It's not going to go for him. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
19 seconds left in the game. Edwards finds Gobert. Now here's McDaniels. Towns for three. And Wall pulls it down. So it's the Clippers picking up the win. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. So long.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. And we've got a game that's sure to be a crowd pleaser, Greg. Two high-octane offenses going head-to-head.
And it's not just running gun. Each team has a very well-refined attack. And this kind of matchup comes down to which side can maintain their energy through all four quarters.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the guard position. Back to Edwards. Here's Towns. Here's Gobert. Plays it up and banks it in.
And this is what Rudy Gobert's job is. Be a force on the glass.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Outside Jackson. A three off the mark. Russell passes to Edwards. Outside, Towns. Russell feeling it out a bit. McDaniels with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. 6 on the shot clock. Russell no luck. Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep here.
And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell is trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4-year deal.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Edwards kicks to Russell. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. And after a lackluster performance in last year's playoff, Russell has some making up to do.
Yeah, and the efficiency has been a problem. Now, if you're a player whose primary value is at the offensive end, you can't just be a volume scorer.
Jackson passes to Morant. And there's the drive. Releases from 15. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Towns for 3. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
There's Jackson with the 3. Hit the tip. Gobert pulls it in. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Russell finds Edwards. Here's McDaniels. Good on the triple.
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
First team foul.
Morant's against Russell. Morant reaches to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Steven Adams will leave no doubt when he's near the cup.
Timberwolves leading by 5. Edwards inside. Guarded by Bane.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit. I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Now here's Towns. That one misses. Adams, some nice D. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team. Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
.102 left in the first quarter of the game. Inside. And slam dunk by Gobert.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell, he can impact winning with both his scoring and his passing.
Bane kicks to Morant. Out to Brooks. Wants to get it to Edwards and does. Here's McDaniels. The putback.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
And that one drops for him.
Well, Steven Adams was a bit raw when he entered the league, but you can see right there how sound he has become as a finisher on the interior.
Russell passes to Gobert. Out to Edwards. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Bane inside the three-point line.
Boy, when he is contesting shots, you see the potential on the defensive end for Anthony Edwards.
And so it's Minnesota in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward. Here's McDaniels. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Rudy Gobert emphatically finishes that one. Nicely done.
Morant kicks to Jackson. No good on the triple. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. And Towns throws it down.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Here's Brooks. And another miss by Memphis. Minnesota leading by 15. Russell dishes to Gobert. Out to Russell. Gobert with a screen on Morant. Russell passes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Grant, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
Outside, Russell driving to the basket. Bane against Edwards. And sometimes in the closing moments, NBA games can slow to a crawl. Of course, you and I know that firsthand. Intentional fouls, replay reviews. What should the league revise in terms of that?
The most important thing they did is take some of the replay reviews and allow Skijesss to deal with it. That speeds up action. The fact of the matter is fouls and free throws at the end of the game are part of strategy. And yes, we need to be quick with replay reviews, but we have to understand this is strategic and important stuff that happens.
This is his first free throw of the game. He's off on the second. Timberwolves leading by 16. Outside, Russell. Towns kicks to Edwards. No good from outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And it's Brooks. That time on the assist by Morant.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Up top, Russell. Guarded by Morant. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Grizzlies with the rebound. Adams has got his fourth rebound in this one. To the middle. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And that's what we want to see out of Jackson. Getting out on the break and just busting it up the court.
Russell passes to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl-Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota. But out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
What an effort to get the tip in, just wanting it a little bit more.
Here's Edwards. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Let's remember, Anthony Edwards is 6'5" with a 6'9" wingspan. Those long arms, very difficult to deal with defensively. Draws the contact there.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Morant reaches to Brooks. Payne kicks to Jackson. From deep. Drills it from outside. Jackson's got it back down to within single digits for the Grizzlies.
And he's proven he can make the shot. Jackson, the D has to respect his range better than that.
Gobert in the corner. Back to Russell. The Timberwolves shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. That one is off.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that.
Absolutely. So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
Well, D'Angelo Russell is a dynamic scorer in the NBA. He's got a unique skill set at the position. The key is he's got to continue to grow as a decision maker.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Memphis with the ball. They're on an 11-2 run. The Grizzlies shooting their fourth and fifth attempts at the free throw line tonight. And that one falls for Jones. And so Jones nails both of them.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Here's McLaughlin. Over to the left wing. And here's Anderson for three. He can't hit that time. And so it's Minnesota with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. After a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Green out there with Williams. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Conchar into the two-guard spot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Now here's Jones out to the right wing. On the wing, Williams pulls up from the corner, and the jumper is on the mark.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Here's McLaughlin. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Prince, the pass to Anderson. Back to Prince. Lets the three fly. Knocks down the three ball. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
It's hard to make your way in today's NBA without being a tremendous three-point shooter. Taurean Prince doing work from beyond the arc.
Jones finds Williams. Back to Jones. And here's Green outside. Shoots the three. Minnesota with the rebound. 17 points was their biggest margin. Rivers passes to McLaughlin. The three-pointer, no good. And Clark has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. 9-point game. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
For Memphis, they have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
The pass to Prince. Fires for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Prince has got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Timberwolves.
Well, just tremendous instincts from Prince. Feeling the defense, getting loose, getting into his catch-and-shoot game. Nicely done.
Pass to Williams. Back to Jones. Fires the 3. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 9. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Rivers. The shot comes out, and it's Memphis the other way. On the wing, Williams. Back to Green. Memphis moving that ball around. Clark. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. Triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make,
the previous play is under review.
The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able to.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Rivers passes to Reed, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's the only option.
Minnesota shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And now here comes Jones leading the break. He's looking for Williams and finds him. Anderson with the ball. Now Green defending. And it's Prince penetrating. It's Rivers on the wing. Clock at 6. Back to Prince. Launches it. Ball's not loose. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Here's Conchar. Williams. And Williams is right there. Williams has got 7 points.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Rivers gets a wide open look. Trains the three-pointer. Rivers has got his first 3 points of the game.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And Anderson slams it in.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
Jones, the pass to Conchar. From deep three-point range, Reed with the rebound.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
The kick out to Anderson. Pass to McLaughlin. Lets it go from deep. Second shot opportunity. He shoots again. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now Rivers. Down low. Reed. And finally they hit one. He has 5.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Their lead at 15 going. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter.
When you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Reed is out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Rivers, and it's Torian Prince, and it's McLaughlin in at the point guard. Here's Rivers. No good on the three.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Here's Morant. The rebound by the Timberwolves. 17 points was their biggest margin. Rivers passes to McLaughlin. Kicks it out to Prince. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 13.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Offensive rebound. Right side Payne. Puts up a three. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Russell kicks to Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 5th assist in this one.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Outside for Jackson. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Brooks outside. Outside for Jackson. Beyond the arc. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Pass to Gobert. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
Payne passes to Jackson. Jackson can't get that one to fall.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Here's Russell. A kick out to Town. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 17.
It's not just the scoring productivity that makes Karl Anthony Towns great. It's his willingness to mix it up and rebound the basketball.
Brooks, the pass to Bain. This one for 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. To the paint. Out to Edwards. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Morant right side. Brooks outside. There's Jackson with the 3. The shot that time not on target. And Minnesota now the other way.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Timberwolves.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Rudy Gobert.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
Morant dishes to Jackson. Adams with it. He's picked up by Russell. Payne against Russell. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
That kind of defense, it's almost as if they're just standing there.
Well, for the most part, they were just standing still. And you've got an easy 2 points.
Yeah, and despite his restrictions offensively, you still have to close off the lane or he'll burn you.
Jackson against Towns. 5 to shoot. Edwards kicks to Russell. The 3 ball. They get it again to the left wing. Here's McDaniels. Out to Edwards. From downtown, Ja Morant grabs the rebound. Down low. And Morant throws it down.
And that's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish them.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. A solid. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
And Grant, we've got two teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. Now here's Wall. Ja Morant grabs a miss.
When
it comes to the Grizzlies, a lot of this season is about erasing the memory of their playoff loss last year. It was a disappointing end to their season.
Wall against Morant. Up top, Bain. Back to Morant. Outside Bain. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Morant. Zubac with the steal. Fast break. Here we go. Now Leonard. On the take. Oh, misses the dunk. But with Memphis' 2021-2022 season, it still has to be considered a success, right?
Yeah, I think it was a successful season, but as a whole, this young team, they won their division, but the hopes were so much higher going into the postseason than just the second round.
Now here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Wall against Morant. Crosses over. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Every night, Ja Morant has a hard job to do. He draws the opponent's toughest defender in each game they play. That's how talented of a scorer he is.
Good on the second one. Well, we talked about the D Morant has to face. Yet he finds a way to get the best of most of those matchups, Richard.
He's got a very advanced offensive skill set. He can score off the bounce. He can spot up. Depending on who's guarding him, Ja can adapt and find any weakness.
No good on that one.
And just one of the most complete players in the game today. George's two-way game and strong leadership traits are reasons why he's a star.
And here's Memphis. Outside Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Three-pointer. Memphis the rebound. Adams the pass to Morant. And there's the drive. There's Jackson with the three. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
Morris, a screen on Bain. George passes to Morris. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Now here's Brooks. Launches a three. Ooh, solid D from Leonard. George drives in. And the jam by George.
And reminding everyone of his athleticism, George can still get up and drop the hammer.
Morant, the pass to Brooks. Now here's Jackson, guarded by Morris. Back to Jackson. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signaled a jump ball here. Six to shoot. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
The explosiveness of Morant is just incredible. His motor and work ethic are both tremendous as well.
And he sinks the second. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. George finds Wall. Back to George. From deep. No good there. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Pass to Brooks. Jackson against Morris. Bain, the pass to Brooks. The three is up. He drops it from range.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Outside for Morant. Bain with it. Back to Jackson. To the wing, right side. And here's Morant outside. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. The Clippers have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Oh, he's got some hop. Morant, this man loves to attack the rim whenever he gets the chance. And when I mean any chance, I mean any chance.
Now here's George. Zubac with a screen on Bane. For 3, George. Leonard outside. The 3 ball. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Amazing that catch-and-shoot jumpers were considered a weak spot for Kawhi when he came into the league. No one thinks that way anymore.
Morant against Wall. Morant, the pass to Jackson. From deep. The Clippers grab the miss.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Right side Wall. Morris finds Wall. George outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss it.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good thing.
Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Grizzlies. They lead by 2. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
Bane and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. The 3 from Bane. To get it again.
Big body cleaning the glass. Great awareness by Jackson Jr.
The Clippers trail. Now here's George. Out to Leonard. Back to George. Poke loose. Stolen by Jackson. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Bane with it. Guarded now by George. Here's Morant. It's rebounded by Morris. On offense, here are the Clippers.
The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
And the Jacksons just the latest father-son NBA duo. Lots of great ones there, Grant.
So true, B.A. The Curry family might be the best ever. The Berries, including our own colleague Brent. The Thompsons with Clay in the league currently. Just some incredible NBA families to admire.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. George against Bane. Shoots. Out to Leonard. Here's the 3. And it's Bane with the rebound. Memphis leading. Morant, pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Morant's got 10 points in the game.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
To the paint. Here's Zubac. Lays it up and banks it in.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Outside Morant. Jackson outside. Bane, the pass to Jackson. Outside for Morant. 6 on the shot clock. On the wing, Brooks. From behind the arc. Not going to go that time. And Los Angeles the other way now. You know, the point forward is an archetype that by now fans are familiar with. Grant, you were one of the OGs at the point forward. How's that position evolved in your mind?
Well, it's evolved because so many players today have the skill set to be a point forward. Before me, there were guys like Paul Pressey and Scottie Pippen in the 80s and early 90s. But as I said, players today, the skill level is so elite, and And with this positionless basketball that we're in, you must have a point forward or two on your team to be successful.
Here's Morant, and that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
George, and the jam by George.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Morant, the pass to Brooks. Now Morant, he's got 12. There's Jackson with the 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. The kick out to Morris. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. And it's now just a 1-point Memphis lead.
Over his career, Kawhi has become a willing passer, one of his many improvements since being drafted in 2011.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Fires for 3. Hits the trifecta. Jackson's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
George passes to Wall. Here's Zubac. Wall, no good. There's 49 seconds left in the half. Pass to Jackson.
Junior, yeah, look, this man, when he gets close to the hoop, it is pretty much automatic. You can't let that happen.
George passes to Morris. Now Zubac. Up top, Morris. George finds Leonard. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
In general, that's an important shot for Kawhi. When the threes are dropping, it rounds out his entire game.
Pass to Adams. Zubac with the steal. Up top, George. 4 seconds left. And George with the jam.
Imposing his will out there. PG-13. Love to see him attack the rim like that.
And the first half.
The Clippers, 24.
We've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
On the floor for the Clippers, Jackson and Powell make up the backcourt. Nicholas Batum out there with Robert Covington, and it's Man in at the 3. Here's Batum. Clock is at 3. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
And here's Jones. Outside, Green. No good with the triple. Batum with it. Green picks him up. Pass to Man. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity. Well, a late second-round pick in 2019 out of Florida State, Terrence Mann has proven to be a steal, and he's going to be in this league for a long, long time.
And for Mann, proving he belongs earned him a 2-year, $22 million contract extension.
NBA, I love his game. An efficient scorer and good decision maker who doesn't try to do too much. He just makes it easy for coach to trust him with bigger minutes.
Out to Covington. Back to Powell. Lets the 3 fly. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Oh, unselfish basketball from Covington. Now, his teammates appreciate his willingness to hit them when they're open.
There's the foul. It'll go on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Jackson finds Powell. to Batum. Oh, he pops loose off the pick and hammers it home.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Jones drives in. Outside for Green. And the three-pointer goes. Green's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Powell outside. Launches it. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Pass to Jones. On the wing, Green. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Clippers in the lead. It's stolen by Green. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Jackson. And stolen by Clark. Here's Conchar to the inside. Here's Williams. The shake. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. On Robert Covington. RJ, you were in the middle of a few trades in your career, to put it lightly. What's that like as a player to get moved around so much?
Thanks for bringing that up so sweetly, Brian. I appreciate that. Look, there's pros and cons to this. It's nice to know that another organization wants you for whatever reason, but it's also tough to leave an organization that you had a connection to, the fan base. But eventually you figure it out.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Williams on the wing. From downtown, nails it from 3. Williams has got 6 here in the quarter.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
Powell passes to Covington. And the jam by Covington.
The vertical of Covington paying dividends. Fantastic job leaping up to slam it down.
All alone. That one off the back iron and out.
Got a good look there, but just not able to hit from the mid-range.
Powell played it in with a nice touch off the window. And now it's a 7-point Los Angeles lead.
That lack of defensive intensity is not going to stop a player of his caliber from scoring.
4-3. Conchar can't hit. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Pass to man. Jackson with it. Left side Covington. And there's Jackson on the assist from Covington. And the Clippers lead by 9.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
Green finds Williams. Here's Conchar. And he converts the layup.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Powell passes to Covington. And stolen by Green. And stolen by Covington. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Mann. Green covering. Mann misses. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Here's Jones. Outside. Williams. For 3. They get it back. Pass to Conchar. On the wing. Green. Fires from deep. Knocks down the long J. And now it's just a 4-point Los Angeles lead. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Clippers ahead. They're up by 4. And coming up is soon. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. We've got Brandon Clark. Tyus Jones is out there with John Conchar. Then there's Danny Green. And it's Williams in at the power forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Taylor Jenkins had to say to his team. He told them to be more careful about their selections, saying, quote, don't force it at the arc. If it's not a good look, don't risk it. Move the ball, attack inside. Use your options.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. So Memphis ends up going with a new group. Jackson, pass to Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
Outside wall. Back to George. From deep three-point range. That shot off. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Pass to Leonard. Now here's Wall. George outside. And the foul on Steven Adams. That's his third foul so far.
First team foul.
Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
And communication made that play. Leonard just reads his teammate and knows exactly where to be for the alley-oop.
Here's Bain. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
To tie it up. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That'll belong to John Wall. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Clippers. And he's good on the second. The Clippers have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Bain against George. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 3.
A wing not afraid to mix it up inside. PG-13 finishing down low.
Jackson finds Morant. Bain against George. Shot clock at 6. And the dunk to finish it off. Oh, beauty.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. And George with the jam.
Just a big night for George so far. He always works so hard, but his game has been on a higher level here in this game.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Outside for Brooks. From outside the arc. Here's Morant. It's deflected. Morris outside. Leonard outside. Back to Morris. Pass to Wall. To the middle. Over to the wing. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Wall against Morant. Outside Bain. To tie it up. The Clippers grab the miss. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. George left side. Here's Wall. Pounded by Morant. Wall attacking. Back to George. Takes the 3. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Jackson with it. And it's Leonard picking him up. Here's Morant. And Wall pulls it down. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter. George passes to Morris. It's George on the wing. Pounded by Morant. Back to Morris. The 3 is up. Oh my! Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
And a tough miss as the second of 3 shots is offline. 1 to go. And so he ends up making 2 of 3. And it's a 5-point game. 1:19 left to play in the 4th. Here's Morant. The shot no good. Ooh, nice D from George. Leonard outside. against Jackson. The kick out to Morris. For three, George. Counted. And it's Morris with the assist. And the Clippers lead by 8.
With an efficient jump shot and limitless confidence, man. I'll tell you what, George is a threat from just about anywhere on the floor.
Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
Back to Morris. Leonard passes to Wall. Leonard outside. Inside, Zubac. Oh, Adams with the block.
Oh, a fantastic defender. Adams embraces his role on this team as their defensive anchor.
20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Bain to stop the run. Oh, he nails it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
George with it. Pass to Wall. So it's the Clippers picking up the win. And Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. This is...
If you like free-flowing offenses that pile up the assist card, you've come to the right place.
Tell you what, Kevin, both of these teams really emphasize player movement, ball movement, and getting everybody involved, touches and shots. It makes them very unpredictable and really keeps the defense off balance.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. Now here's Leonard. And George kicks to Wall. Back to George. Just 5 to shoot. And the wide open shot for Morris. That ball, nice feed that time from Leonard.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Hustle with it. Guarded now by Morris. Towns, high post. From past the arc. It's hauled in by George.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Zubac finds Leonard. Stolen by McDaniels. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Over in the corner, Edwards. Passes to McDaniels. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. Russell looking around. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Russell with it. He's picked up by Wall. Towns, no luck. Hey, guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns is having?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
Here's Zubac. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Outside Edwards. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Boy, in sync with his teammate on that possession. Well done by Towns on that pass.
Morris with a screen on Edwards. Leonard on the wing. McDaniels defending. Morris. And Morris throws it down.
But nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Now, here is Russell. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. Scored the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
And the bulk of Gobert's offense is going to come down low. Even if the D knows that, it could still be tough to stop.
Here's George. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Edwards inside. Defended by George. Towns against Morris. Towns kicks to Gobert. Shot clock at 5. Out to Russell. There's the triple. He can't get that one to fall. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Leonard with the ball. Now defended by Gobert. Morris outside. Outside for George. George missing again.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Towns. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it. Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much. Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Outside, Russell. To the wing on the left. Here's McDaniels. From outside, off the mark. Los Angeles leading by 5. George with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. Edwards brings the double team. George against Russell. And here's Morris for 3. That ball, a nice feed that time from George. Morris has got 8.
And this is in Morris's wheelhouse right here. Extremely fluid with the catch and release.
Out to Edwards. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And slam dunk by Gobert.
About the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback.
You're right, Craig. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
Sure. Another one falls for the Clippers.
You know, John Wall is not just a dynamic scorer. He is outstanding at sharing the ball with his open teammates.
And Russell puts up a deep 3. And so the first quarter is in the books. Clippers lead by 8. From Target Center, back in a moment. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
So for the Clippers right now, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. Towns a screen on Wall. The drive by Russell. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Here's Leonard, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And the accepted wisdom is role players tend to play better at home than on the road. I've always wondered, Clark, how does that affect them more than stars?
You know, I don't know if I actually buy into that. I do think there's a comfort level when you're at home. I think it's always a little more pressurized to be the home team because you have some additional distractions. Typically, role players are a little more inconsistent overall just based on their particular positions, but that's why you don't call them stars, you call them role players.
And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And we played through the first minute here in the second.
And he was camped in just the right spot to swipe that pass away down low.
And it's Russell in the corner for 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Los Angeles leading by 9. Dishes it to George. Tries again. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see. Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's McDaniels. And Gobert kicks to Towns. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And, D.A., we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD, the 2 players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. They'll hit those all day long. David, thank you. Sure. He's off on that one. So Minnesota will take it the other way. some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
To the middle. Morris passes to Zubats. 4 on the shot clock. To the inside. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Timberwolves trail by 11. Outside, Russell. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Outside, Edwards. Takes a 3. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And then Leonard with the dunk.
And there's only ever going to be one result when Kawhi's driving to the bucket. And it's going to be loud, and it's going to be painful.
Russell kicks to McDaniel. Towns trying to get open. They could use a bucket. Knocked away. Now Leonard. He's got 5. George passes to Leonard. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. In the corner, George with it. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
Paul George has become such an assertive and confident player. He knows exactly when he's in position to get that catch and shoot off.
There's 57 seconds left now here in the second. Gobert with a screen on Wall. Russell, this is to Gobert. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on John Wall.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
And he's good on the second. There's 47 seconds left here in the second. And George kicks the Wall. Pass to Morris. 6 to shoot. Back to Wall. The 3 from George. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Russell high post. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Outside, Edwards. Takes it inside. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards. Throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Stolen by McDaniels. And that concludes the first half. Clippers ahead. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following half.
11. The Clippers, 24.
As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Anderson is out there with Prince. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's McLaughlin in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Batum dives for it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. And stolen by Prince. Anderson with the ball. Now Covington defending. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
The pass to Covington. He kicks it to Jackson. Spins. Back to Covington. The 3. Reed with the rebound. Bulls trail by 12. Batum with the steal. Here's Mann. There's the killer two-handed slam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Clippers leading by 14. Mann gets the bucket. Mann's got 4 points this quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Prince, the pass to Anderson. Reed misses. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. Jackson kicks to Covington. Pass to Mann. Kicks it out to Covington. Outside Jackson, just 5 on the clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And they'll get another chance. Second chance shot, Batum, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And, you know, Nick Batum's length provides a huge bonus to his team. He's able to play and guard multiple positions.
And the second free throw, good. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Rivers gets a wide open look. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Clippers leading by 17. Powell dishes to Batum. Stolen by Rivers. Here's McLaughlin. Defended by Covington. Passes it to Rivers. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Powell's got his 4th rebound in this one. Jackson with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Powell, the pass to Batum. Wants to get it to Powell, and does. Clock at 4. Covington wide open. He fires. Hits the jumper in space. And the Clippers lead by 19.
How about the alertness of Covington? I mean, sensing the separation from the defense and then cashing in on that space that was created.
Prince kicks to Reed. Looking to end the run. It's stolen. And stolen by Prince. Here's McLaughlin. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Nicholas Batum. It's his first trip to the line.
And last season, he made good on about 3 out of every 4 free throw attempts. The last time I checked, I think that's 75%.
Clippers leading by 19. Inside. And again, the Clippers turn it over. Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Pass to Mann. Outside for Jackson. Cans it from downtown. Jackson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And Jackson has become a reliable three-point shooter. That's a shot you got to respect.
McLaughlin, the pass to Anderson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one drops.
Well, I like the fact that Prince does a good job picking his spots. He's not a guy that forces things. Kind of lets the game come to him naturally.
Clippers leading by 21. Covington passes to Mann. Powell dishes to Batum. Just 5 to shoot. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Lets it go from 14. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Timberwolves have gone 0-5 to the start of the second quarter. Extremely cold shooting coming out of the locker room. McLaughlin, the pass to Anderson. Reed with it. Jackson on him. Reed misses. And so it's Los Angeles with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And how about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today. We get going in quarter number 4. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, the guard and off guard, filled by Jackson and Powell. Robert Covington out there with Batum, and it's man in at the 3 spot.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
The drive by Russell, off on the layup.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Leonard, no luck. Timberwolves trail by 19. And they double up Russell. There's the pass to McDaniels. Towns, wide open. Kept alive. Gobert. And the rejection by Zubac. And that one goes out of bounds. Just touched by Zubac. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back. And when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
He hits the second from the line. Clippers leading by 18. Outside, Wall. On the wing, Morris. Latrey bangs home the trifecta.
And a guy with more of a mid-range game, Morris can still jack it up from deep if you give him enough space and time.
Out left to the wing. And it's Towns penetrating. Makes it off the glass.
Gets the defender to sell out on the pump fake, then flips it in.
George looking around. Releases. Rebound, Minnesota.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by George.
First personal foul.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Wall passes to George. Morris with the screen for George. There's the 3. And it's Russell with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 19. McDaniels kicks to Russell. Pass to Towns. Lets it go with the 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Towns has got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, Towns is one of the biggest inside-outside threats in the league and shooting a great percentage from deep.
Wall passes to Morris. Outside Leonard. George against Edwards. Clock at 6. Back to Leonard. 3-pointer. That one's not going to go. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Edwards with it. Guarded now by Morris. Gobert, no good. Los Angeles leading by 16. Leonard inside. Russell's there. Leonard with the bucket.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Edwards passes to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Well, easy does it, Towns is saying to himself. Forget about the threes right now. I'm going to go with the flush.
George finds Wall, and the foul called on Edwards. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession.
This one is all but over. I mean, what a ferocious and commanding performance
for Los Angeles.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Marcus Morris.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
Russell with it. Leonard picks him up. Here's Edwards into the lane, and Edwards with the stop.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
It's George on the wing from outside the arc. Good on the three-point shot.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Russell kicks to Gobert. Outside, Towns. Outside, Edwards. Over George. Back to Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Russell with a wide-open look. Good, and as this goes to Towns.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Morris outside. Outside for George. Pulls up on the wing. Zubac the pass to Leonard. Over Gobert. No good off the back of the rim. And here is McDaniels. And the dunk by Towns.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
To get out on the break and run as much as possible, Greg.
Hey, B.A., get your popcorn. There'll be a lot of speed out there, almost a track meet. Believe that. Yeah, you see each side has a great deal of speed. Both teams will be looking to play to their strength and get easy buckets in transition.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Brooks in at the 3. And it's Moran off the drive. Oh, there's Moran with the slam.
Off the dribble, Moran is so dynamic, even his teammates look a little stunned.
Russell against Moran. Pass to Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Woo! The whole arena felt that. Towns could just be merciless on offense.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team. Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact. Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
At the line for 2.
He hits the second from the line. Now here's Moran. Outside for Brooks. Back to Moran. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Edwards against Bain. Back to Edwards. Pass to Towns. Here's Russell. And he buries his first look. You know, think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
Yeah, B.A., and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon. He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Russell with the ball. He's picked up by Adams. And the call over the back.
The way he was going over and through the man in front of him, he should have known the whistle was coming.
Couldn't have been more obvious about it. That's just a lack of discipline, not the way you're taught to do it.
Left side, Moran. Pass to Bain. Outside for Brooks. Jacks up a 3. That one's good from Bain on the assist by Brooks.
Efficient from range. Desmond came into the league with a sharp three-point shot.
Outside McDaniels. Edwards with it. Outside for Russell. To the wing on the left. Towns for 3. And it's Bain with the rebound. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. And that one is stuffed right through.
The sheer power at 220, maybe 230 to take the hit and complete the play. Dillon Brooks.
I mean, during his first playoffs, Dillon Brooks proved he was a big game player, pouring in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah.
Now here's Russell. Pass to Gobert. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball. There's a minute 47 left in the opening quarter. You know, talking about Dillon Brooks, also great in those first ever play-in games, Greg.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the Grizzlies making the playoffs, winning 2 games. Brooks was outstanding in a win at Golden State, locking down the Warriors on the perimeter. And he just powered through contact, trying to complete the play.
That one misses.
2 shots.
And the second free throw is good. There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter. Payne against Edwards. Brooks from outside. The shot that time not on target. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Tries the spin move. Russell, the pass to Edwards. Here's Towns. Shot on the wing. Here's Gobert. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
In just one college year, Jaren Jackson averaged 3 blocks a game. He has that potential at this level.
McDaniels passes to Edwards. Shot clock at 5. Up and over Brooks. Another miss by Minnesota.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Outside Morant. Here he goes.
The ability to stop and start, change pace. Morant's a handful off the dribble.
And he drops the first.
At the line for the Grizzlies.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the strike. 2-for-1 opportunity here.
Hey, if I'm in their shoes, I'd go for it.
McDaniels finds Russell. Pass to Towns. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
And here's Morant. On the wing, Bane. There's the triple. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Grizzlies up 6. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after the... And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot. And anytime a player is asked about pressure, they'll say, I don't feel it. Smitty, I don't believe it.
No, you shouldn't be. I think what they're doing is, obviously, you don't want to show weakness. And it's about different players, how they manage it. And I think some players do a better job than others.
Moran against Russell. Stolen by Bane. In transition. Stolen by Russell. McDaniels against Brooks. Outside McDaniels. The kick out to Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now Towns. The 3. It's hauled in by Ja Morant.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Brooks left side. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Adams. In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. Well, I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player.
Here's Edwards. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Ja Morant picks one up. And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Edwards. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Russell against Morant. Spins. Outside Bane. Beyond the arc. No luck on that one. The Timberwolves trail. Russell, the pass to McDaniels. Outside for Russell. Pass to Towns. Outside McDaniels. Back to Towns. Clock at 6. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Russell against Moran. McDaniels with it. Just 5 on the clock. Edwards for 3.
I love how aggressive Bain is on defense. He doesn't give his man much room to work with.
Down low, Adams. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Punching it inside, attacking the heart of that defense. I love it.
The Timberwolves have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Bain against Edwards. Right wing, deflects the pass. Gobert passes to Russell. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Russell finds Towns. Back to Russell. Outside McDaniels. 6 to shoot. Edwards, a pass to Russell. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Memphis leading. To the paint. And Brooks with a basket on the assist by Moran. Brooks has got 5.
Shows incredible vision for a younger player. Ja Morant, a skilled distributor.
1:51 left to play in the first half of basketball. Russell, the pass to McDaniels. Outside for Russell. Pass to Edwards. It's hauled in by Ja Morant. Morant's got 4 rebounds now. Now Bain. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. 3-pointer, Brooks. Here's Adams. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. It's McDaniels on the wing. Pass to Towns. Back to Daniels. Now here's Towns. Shoots over Morant. Offensive rebound. Towns passes to Gobert. Edwards for 3. Kept alive by Minnesota. Tries yet again. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams. Gobert finds Towns. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Here's Edwards. Grizzlies with the rebound. Here's Moran. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
I'll tell you what, Ja Morant just keeps coming at the defense.
That one's off. And he can't hit the second. Left side, Edwards. That shot's good. Russell making the play.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
And the first half now in the books. The Grizzlies. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Boy, you gotta like what we're seeing from Desmond Bain.
You know, I'm not really sure what defenders can do to slow him down. He's just too skilled.
You know, you almost take it for granted. You look at his numbers from the first half, they're just expected at this point.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. They've got John Conchar. Also Tyus Jones out there. Brandon Clark out there with Green. And it's Williams in at power forward. Williams finds Green. Back to Williams. Anderson pulls it down. Here's Rivers. Oh, he goes up high for the
Maybe not a supreme athlete, Austin does attack the rim with some force and attitude.
Jones, the pass to Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Back to Rivers. Lets it go from the wing. And that one's long. And Memphis shooting around 53%, a nice number. Jones in the post. Here's Conchar. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Jones, the pass to Williams. Back to Jones. Just 5 to shoot. Puts up a 3. Reed with the rebound. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Pass to McLaughlin. Kicks it out to Anderson. Misses the layup. The Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. On the wing, Conchar. Back to Jones. Here's Conchar. Anderson covers. The kick out to Williams. Outside, Green. Lets it go from deep. That one doesn't drop. And Minnesota the other way with it now. The drive by Rivers. Outside, Anderson. Back to Rivers. To the middle. And stolen by Williams. Green in the post. Prince is there. Here's Clark. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Pass to Rivers. To the inside. A slam dunk by Reed.
I mean, wonderful court vision. Sometimes Rivers gets locked in to finding his own shot. This time, finds the open man.
Here's Jones. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
I thought for sure the defense was going to send that one back, but he somehow got that one up, over the D and in.
Inside, Anderson. Banked it in off the glass.
A high percentage look for Kyle. Has the size and length to be a factor inside.
Outside for Green. Back to Jones from the arc. The shot no good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. He takes it in. Pass to Rivers. Here's Anderson. Williams grabs the board. Memphis has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. And Clark gets it to go on the assist from Williams. Clark's gotten his second bucket.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
A uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Here's McLaughlin. Doesn't go that time. The Grizzlies have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Jones, the pass to Williams. Here's Clark. Outside for Green. Jacks up a 3. Rebound Minnesota. Here's Prince. Oh, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. So Memphis ends up going with a new group. Reed finds Anderson. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Not explosive at all. Kyle Anderson is crafty. Nice play to draw the foul. When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Brooks outside. Had Adams inside. Reed defending. Back to Jackson. The three. 6 on the shot clock. Gets the 3 ball to go. Jackson's got 8 points.
Not only is Jaren a viable option from 3, he's a primary threat from there. That's how good of a shooter he is.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a... And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Kyle Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then there's Torian Prince. And it's McLaughlin in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. To the inside. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home.
Kicks it out to Jackson. The three-pointer off the mark. The Timberwolves trail. It's Edwards with a drive. Here's Towns. Right side, Russell. Launches a 3. And Towns with the 3.
The versatility of Towns. Unleashing his outside game and presenting all sorts of problems for the defense.
Outside Bane from behind the arc. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one. Outside Russell. Down low. Gobert. Back to Russell. Pass to Edwards. Uses the glass on the layup.
Not just selling for something along the perimeter. Excellent job.
About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Morant with it. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
And how about that replay? Man, you got to appreciate the hustle on defense.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Pass to Towns. The kick out to Edwards. Stolen by Jackson. Morant with it. Russell covering. The drive by Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Okay, check out the handles of Ja Morant. Wow, what a crafty player.
McDaniels finds Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Bane. Edwards, the pass to Russell. Outside McDaniels. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Takes the 3. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 4 rebounds in the game. To the paint. And he goes in for the dunk.
You see the impressive leaping ability. Bane getting off the ground with ease.
Russell against Morant. Edwards, a pass to Towns. Kept alive.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Outside Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
What body control from Morant. Able to take the hit and power through it all.
Russell into the lane. Jackson against Towns. No good. They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Pass to Bane. Jackson outside. On the wing, Brooks. Jackson Anderson down low. Towns on him. Three-pointer, Brooks. That shot off the mark. And Minnesota will come the other way. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Russell. Oh, it's stolen by Adams.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Grizzlies.
They ran the fast break beautifully all night long. It was a huge part of their success.
It's so true. They clearly ran the floor well, constantly putting pressure on the defense. Just a tremendous effort.
And we get spoiled sometimes, but we should take a second to appreciate what a sensational performance this has been for Desmond Bane.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
Out of bounds, it'll be Memphis's ball.
Misread each other on the pass, tried to recover, but too late.
20 seconds left to play in the fourth. Now Morant. Outside Bane. Morant, the pass to Bane. And there's the lob. And stolen by Edwards. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. All right, Allie, good stuff there.